These are equations in quadratic form. It is in the form of au squared plus bu plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0 and u is an expression. So some equations are not really quadratic, but when an appropriate substitution is made, the resulting equation is quadratic. So we will use substitution for a quadratic that the form is not a quadratic. So given this example, a is equal to 4x raised to the power of 4 minus 5x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So for that example, 4x raised to the power of 4 minus 5x squared plus 1 is equal to 0. So we will use, or we will let u, so first is find the common between the given equation. So from the equation, so the common is the variable x, or the variable x squared. So we will let u is equal to x squared. So itong button na is to find the common. Okay, next, so we will substitute u for the equation. So it will become 4u. Okay, remember the exponent of u is squared, so u is equal to x squared. So therefore ang 4x raised to the power of 4 na pay remaining squared. So manang 4u squared minus 5, so substitute x squared by u plus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, next is we will use, or we will factor the trinomial. So factor out 4u squared minus 5u plus 1. So we will create two binomial. So the factor of 4u squared is 4u times u. Then the factor of 1 or positive 1 is negative 1, negative 1. Okay, next is proceed to zero product principle or zero product property. Okay, so 4u minus 1 is equal to 0. Then u minus 1 is equal to 0. After this one is transposed, or we'll find the value of u. Okay, so 4u minus 1 is equal to 0. So find the value of u. So transpose to 1. So 4u is equal to positive 1. Divide both sides by 4. So therefore u is equal to 1/4. So another side, so u minus 1 is equal to 0. Transpose negative 1, so it will become positive 1. Therefore u is equal to positive 1. Okay, now is we will replace u by x squared. Okay, diba kay gilet man nato si u as x squared. So si u atong i-replace with x squared, so it will become x squared is equal to 1/4. Okay, now so extracting square root, so multiply both sides by square root, so x is equal to square root of 1/4 is positive negative 1/2. Okay, next is for u is equal to 1. So replace nga sa nato si u by x squared. So u is equal to 1, so x squared is equal to 1. Then multiply by square root, so x is equal to positive negative 1. Okay, therefore the solutions are positive negative 1/2 and positive negative 1. Okay, so now is for now given number 2. 4x minus 4x raised to the power of 1/4 minus 15 is equal to 0. So we will let u, okay, makita ni value ni u. So we will find the common or common variable. So the common variable is x raised to the power, okay, 1/2 tayo ang given. X raised to the power of 1/2. So ang least nga common sa variable. Okay, so it will become x raised to the power of 1/2. Okay, next is, so we will replace or substitute the value of u for x raised to the power of 1/2. So therefore 4 u. Okay, di ba pag replace is ug unsay ang exponent ato mang i-change. So from the first example, so it will become, okay, para okay, atong ikaw na, substitute si u for x is equal to 1/2. So meron siyang 4u squared minus 4u minus 15 is equal to 0. Okay, so mag-ask mo, sir, nga na mo ning 2, sir? Unlike sa atong example, 1/2 man na. So itong button is i-divide na nato sa exponent sa first. So example, sa 4x is the power of 1. Atong i-replace si x as a u. So ang atong u is x is the power of 1/2. So we'll divide 1 divided by 1/2. Ano na mo na siyang 2. Okay? Ang 1 is for the exponent sa 4x. Then ang kaning 1/2 is the exponent sa imong u. Then diba, imo na siyang i-reciprocal. So ito kung 1 times 2 over 1. So 1 times 2 is equal to 2. So mo ang exponent nga 2. Okay, so continue ta sa 4u squared minus 4u minus 15 is equal to 0. So kaning u kay kuno na 1/2 divided by 1/2 is 1. So mo ang exponent mo is 1. Okay, next is dapat kaya ito tayong i-transpose si negative 15 kaya dili man natin ma-factor out. So we will use this one for this one, the completing the square. So it will become 4u squared minus 4u is equal to 15. Transpose nato sa 15. Next is divide. Atong kuan dapat nga si u is 1. So u squared, so divide both side by 4. Okay. So it will become u squared minus u is equal to 15 over 4. Okay, we will use the completing the square. So u squared minus u plus blank is equal to 15 over 4 plus blank. Okay, so the formula for completing the square has so b over 2a. So ari na ta sa given so mao ni atong kuan og value ni a ug ni b. So diba ang formula is b over 2a squared. Sa itong b is 1. So 1 over 2 times a na to is 1. Then squared na. Okay, so 1 over 2. Then so 1 over 2 squared. So 1 squared is 1, 2 squared is 4. Therefore, atong i-add for completing the square is 1/4. Same side sa another side as 1/4. Okay, now, next is by express the trinomial as a square of a binomial. So, square of a binomial, so create ta og 1 binomial. So, sa itong square sa u squared is u. Capital sign of the middle which is negative, then square root of 1/4 is 1/2, then squared. Next equals 15 over 4 plus 1/4 is equal to, so same ang denominator, so directa 15 plus 1 16. 16 divided by 4 is 4. Okay, next is to extract the square root of u minus 1/2 squared. Okay, so we'll extract the square root, so multiply both sides by square root. So u minus 1/2 is equal to positive negative 2. Okay, after that one, transpose negative 1/2 is equal to u equals positive negative 2 plus 1/2. So we have this one, u equals positive negative 2 plus 1/2. So we will solve for u. Okay, ito na yung separate. So u equals for positive 2, so 2 plus 1/2 is equal to 2 plus 1/2 is 5 over 2. Okay, kay 2 times 1 is 2. Then cross multiply. So 2 times 2 is 4. 1 times 1 is 1. So 4 plus 1 is 5. So therefore 5 over 2. Next is for u is equal to negative 2 plus 1 half. So 2 times 2 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. Cross multiply negative 2 plus 2 is negative 4 plus 1. So negative 4 plus 1 is negative 3 over 2. So nanatay duha ka u is equal to 5 over 2 and u is equal to negative 3 halves. Next is to replace. So ito pa lang i-replace si u as x raised to the power of 1 half. Diba? So replace na to si u. X raised to the power of 1 half is equal to 5 over 2. Okay, next. After pag-replace, so para mawag tang si exponent nga panang 1 half, so ato na lang multiplyan both side by 2. Okay, or exponent nga 2. Okay, ato na multiplyan both side by exponent of 2. Kay 1 half times 2 is positive 1 naman. Kuha. So multiply na to exponent nga 2. Okay, so mama ni 1 half, or mas better yan na lagi sakto na. So 1 half times 2 is equal to x. Kay ano na 1 half times 2. Okay, so di ba ang exponent is times na sa exponent. So 1 half times 2 is 2 over 2. So 2 over 2 is 1. So muna ang x is raised to the power of 1. After that 1 equals, so kaning 5 over 2 is di man siya exponent. So tagsa-tagsaon na siya. 5 squared is 25. Then 2 squared is 4. So natin first nga solution x is equal to 25 over 4. Next for u is equal to negative 3 halves. So replace na to si u as x is the power of 1 half equals negative 3 over 2. Okay, so next is ato multiply or ato ikon og exponent nga 2 para ma-cancel out si x is the power of 1 half. So it will become x is equal to 3 squared is positive 9 na ni. Okay, positive 9 over 2 squared is 4. So therefore the solutions are x is equal to 25 over 4 and 9 over 4. Okay, so for the third example, the quantity x squared minus 3x squared plus the quantity of x squared minus 3x minus 12 is equal to 0. So tanaw na itong common nila. So this one is similar siya, so we will let u is equal to x squared minus 3x. So same naman sila. Okay, next is to substitute the value of u. Okay, ato yung substitute the value of u. So x squared minus 3x man si u, so ato na yung replace as u squared plus kaya na pa exponent nga 2. Then kani siya is change into u minus 12 is equal to 0. Next is, so maka-use that for factoring. Kay 1 man niya, factor of 12 na mo result to 1. So create tawag to binomial. So to become u, yun sa may kuha sa 12, so positive 4 and negative 3 para mo equal to positive 1. U plus 4, then u minus 3. Okay, negative 12 is equal to 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. 4 plus negative 3 is equal to positive 1. Okay, next is to use zero product property or zero product principle. So u plus 4 is equal to 0. Then u minus 3 is equal to 0. Transpose positive 4. So u is equal to negative 4. Then u is equal to positive 3. After this one is to substitute na to ang value sa x squared minus 3x for u. So, ma-change na niya ang u to x squared minus 3x. So, there come x squared minus 3x is equal to negative 4. Then, for u is equal to 3 kay x squared minus 3x is equal to positive 3. Okay, next is ito ng, okay, we will make ito into equations in a standard form. So, x squared minus 3x, so transpose na to sa negative 4, it will become positive 4. So, is equal to 0. Next, similar sa another side, ito na i-form into standard. X squared minus 3x transpose positive 3, so negative 3 is equal to 0. So, we will have two equations. Okay, so we have these two equations, x squared minus 3x plus 4 is equal to 0, and x squared minus 3x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now, we will use, dili naman nato ma-factor out, diba? Dili nato ma-direct to factor out to find the value of x. So, we will use another method which is quadratic formula. Okay? So, we'll use quadratic formula. So, x is equal to positive negative b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So, mana to formula for quadratic. Okay, now, so, for negative b, so, ang atong b is negative 3. So, negative times negative 3 plus minus. So, b na to is negative 3. So, negative 3 squared minus 4 is, also 4, ang a is positive 1, c is positive 4, over 2 times a is 1. Okay, simplify. So, negative times negative 3, so positive 3 plus minus square root of negative 3 squared. So, it will become positive 9. Then, 4 times 1 is 4 times 4 is 16 over, so 2 times 1 is 2 equals 3 plus minus, so 9 minus 16 is 7, so negative 7 over 2. So now the final answer will be 3 plus minus, so negative 7 is equivalent to 7i because it is an imaginary number over 2. Okay, that will be the final answer for the first equation. And for the another equation, so gamit gapon ta og quadratic formula. So direct na lang ko ha. So for negative b, or b na to will be negative 3. So negative times negative 3 plus minus square root of b is negative 3. So negative 3 squared minus 4 times a will be 1 and c is negative 3 over 2. So 2a, so ang a will be positive 1 equals, so negative times negative 3 is positive 3 plus minus square root of negative 3 squared is 9 minus, okay, negative 4 times 1 is negative 4. Negative 4 times negative 3 is positive 12 over 2. So therefore, the result will be 3 plus minus 9 plus 12 is 21 over 2. So wala naman tayo perfect square nga factors of 21. So therefore, this is the answer. So our roots are, or the solutions are 3 plus minus 7 square root of 7i over 2 and x equal to 3 plus minus square root of 21 over 2.